really delighted that you came on the call. I'd like to answer any questions. Jordan, if you have a question, I'm going to unmute you.
No, I don't have any questions. Everything's really consistent with what I saw on the website.
Okay.
You know, I'd like to, you know, I'm always in front of a computer and multiple computers, and you know, I'm very, very sensitive to energy, and you ask Jerry. So I think I feel a lot more than most other people do. So this seems like a great escape from all of that stuff coming in you constantly.
The rings are very powerful, but the rings will not carry the current and the voltage if you don't have the water. Okay, because you have to change the crystalline structure of the water in your body. So it's really important that the absorbability is handled by either the bottle topper or a home device. But I want to encourage you to address the water, okay? Because the rings are a part of the water delivery process, but the rings are a voltage regulator. So what has to happen is you have to attune the water to make sure, because you're 99.9% of it, you know, is to make the absorbability. Then the charge can be fully activated throughout the system. You rent or you own your home?
I own my home.
Okay, so you may want to take a serious look at the premium kit. You want to do the whole water line in that house because you're changing the frequency of the field of the whole house, okay? Then you want to put one of the rings on your circuit box because we're going to harmonize the distortion of all the electromagnetics coming into the house, okay? By putting that on the circuit box. Number two is, if you need energy and you're all the time on a computer, which is a very deceptive electromagnetic device, you want to charge that with the biological beneficial frequencies. So if you're interested in the ring creates a charge that's that appropriate charge, optimal health and well-being on a mineral and nutrient level, so that you're riding now with the biological beneficial frequencies that are optimal in your electrical circuits. There's not much that I know that will balance and harmonize frequencies in the home or in the office, okay? Especially on electrical line. Okay, so all about energy, all about water. Do not underestimate the power of the water devices, and do not underestimate the power of the stainless steel lifetime warranty water devices. And the other thing I would say is, you know, the air, the way that this charge works with the ionization is the ionization becomes a field for the benefits of the energy. So if you take the electrical outlet in the house and you put the biological beneficial frequencies on the circuit and you ride that throughout the electrical line and you plug in the ionization, guess what gets shot out the ionizers? What gets shot out the ionizers then is that biological beneficial frequencies that you love so much about the rings. It now comes out into the field where you live. So basically what you're doing, Jordan, with the premium kit, and you know, you're changing the whole energy in the whole dome. You're creating a dome in your home, in your office, in your car, whatever it is. And I don't make that example lightly of the spiral. That's what's happening. Gary, go ahead.
People who are getting ready to move or something, or possibly moving, we don't know if we're going to stay in this home we're in. I had the plumber put my optimizer in. They have these shark bite fittings now.
Shark bites, yeah.
Put it in there. So if I move, I just use a little clip it's got, move it, and put a piece of pipe in there, and I've got my optimizer, take it with me.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Barbara alluded to something very powerful, and that is the level of absorbability, creating the level of toxicity or the level of detoxing that creates the level of, let's call it, energy, okay? So when you detox like that, you're increasing the level of vitality in your body. And so, two things. Number one is, how many people on this call would like to get younger? Okay, so why do you think you're aging? Water, your air, your food, and your biofield. There's plenty of evidence that when you clean the petri dish in the cell and you keep it clean, that the cell lived for a very long time. So that's a whole other conversation. But I'm studying different people right now that talk about longevity, and it has a lot to do with our bioenvironments. Number two is you all deserve pure water and pure air. You all deserve it. You know, it's not something you need to think about. I mean, you're spending way more money on stuff that you like, either to numb yourself out, to deal with your stress, to manage, to difficult to deal with this crazy environment we're living in. when you run the numbers, a lifetime warranty, you know, you're talking about a level of energy and vitality that you have not known. Barbara's sitting over there having a level of health and wellness that she hasn't seen for what? How long?
A long, long time. So
right. So our mission here, folks, is to wake people up, to let them know that it's their divine right to have pure air and pure water. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to justify it. It's just their divine right. And what we have to do now is return this level of negative ionization, which we all intuitively know is very high when we go to the beach or we go to the ocean. We know absolutely what negative ions, how they make us feel. It's not a mystery to us. Sherry, I don't know if you're a guest of anybody, but I haven't heard from you. If you have any questions, I'll get back to the person on the call. I can unmute you if you have any questions.
Hi there. I enjoyed the conversation. I'm actually an environmental scientist by education, and I could track what you were saying, and I appreciated what you were saying. I'm very interested in optimizing the health for my whole family. We are remodeling our home right now. We've completely gutted it, and we're in a rental property for the summer. So This is the perfect time for us to look at this. I'm going to talk to you and Jerry more about it so that we can refine exactly what you think that I need for our new home. So
not being an environmental scientist, Sherry, thank you. I had a feeling there was something about you that needed to come out here. What exactly did you hear in this call?
So it was a lot of repetition of what I've heard over several years about water and its crystalline structure and its pure structure. I visited Costa Rica many years ago, and I was talking to some young researchers that's out there for the summer, and we had that initial conversation about water and how it's structured, and different things change its structure, as simple as like a dead animal in water or a happy dolphin swimming through water, you know? But yeah, all the negative, positive ion exchange and all of that kind of thing made sense to me. So yeah, I could track the conversation generally, and it's exciting to know that there's this technology that I can have, you know, and I can just bring into my home and into my work, my family, to optimize our health. And, you know, there's different things. I've been taking different supplements and going through different, you know, healing type of processes. We definitely, of the four of us, have varying levels of sensitivity. My son and I are very sensitive to things, and then the other two, maybe not so much, but they don't know what's harming them until they probably will feel better, and then they'll see the difference. So yeah, I'm just really excited about it.
Thank you.
For it, but Jerry helped me find it. So
well, Jerry's a magnet for possibility, and you know, he's just getting started. So you guys, this is it. You have a level of information that most people do not understand. Okay, and so it's a question now of just sharing and getting the information out there. The tools are coming into place. Don't worry about it. Again, I go back to this concept. I was really impacted by this Max Vegan video where he said, you know what? Your water has memory. You are the memory of your parents' water. You are the memory of your ancestors' water. I went, whoa. So when you are operating at half mass with your absorbability, you've got a lot of toxicity and emotional things you're dealing with that likely aren't even yours. Okay, so the water that you're drinking has run by the apartment that came first before you, and you picked up the thoughts, feelings, and emotions from that entire complex in the memory of that water. But not when it comes to your door, because when it comes through your door, or you know, just think about all that bottled water that has all that terrible membrane memory, and it sits on a shelf. How many people come by that water every day? And water is designed to record and store information. It is the largest biocomputer on the planet. Stanford is now understanding how important water is. So take that to heart, you know, and realize, A, your water's been tampered with, and it's your divine right to have the best water possible. And what we would do is restore that memory, microcluster at a deeper level and create that negative charge. And that makes a whole difference to the electrical system of your body. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you. Ciao. Bye.
Cheers.